Okay, CryptoSI DAODAO. This is DAO Watch. It's somewhat a tutorial or a day in the life. I don't know how you'd want to describe it, but what we're trying to do is we're going to launch a DAO on Juno called CryptoSI DAODAO. Well, that's what I'm calling it so far. I think what we'll do once the DAO is launched, we will poll, I guess, for a new name because the name is somewhat horrific. Anyway, we're here on DAO. I'm on the testnet now, so this is literally my first look at it. I was fortunate enough to get some test DAO from one of the people in the DAO Discord. So they're quite friendly bunch in there. So I do suggest you join the Discord if you're interested in DAO. All right, so he or she have sent me some Juno X, some testnet Juno, and I want to set up my own DAO on this, which is testnet Juno. I'm going to set up the DAO with, I've just finished the white paper, so I'm going to set up the DAO with the correct amount of, do you know what, I haven't actually done the tokenomics document, but I do remember it anyway because I literally just wrote it. So I want to set up the DAO with 100 million tokens, and I want it to be effectively one token, one vote. So I don't want to have a council or a core team or anything like that. I just want one token, one vote. That's how we will start it. I want to be able to migrate the DAO to allow it to assess different NFTs, to allow different NFTs to have a vote and say what the weight of those NFTs are, what the weight of their vote is. Weight being, say, one FT might be worth 100 tokens, or one FT might be worth 1,000 tokens. So we need to make that clear. So let's get going. Anyway, we've talked enough. Let's get going. Let's build a DAO. Let's add an image. We'll upload an image from my machine. If I go here, we'll use this image. This is going to be the logo for the actual DAO, so it should be the logo for the test DAO. I made this logo with Stable Diffusion. I asked it to make me a logo, and I told it what the DAO was about, and this was the logo that I came up with. I don't know, well, why not? Okay, so we can't click both. We do want to have both, but we can't click both. Right, so let's go through the start. Let's give the DAO a name. So we're going to call it CryptoSI space DAO dash test. CryptoSI DAO test. Description for the DAO. All right, we'll go up here. We've got an executive summary, so we will take the first 2 paragraphs of the executive summary, and we will whack those into here. Bosh. And at the end we'll put, this is the test version of that DAO. Okay. In the future, I want the actual DAO to have NFT voting, as I just said, but there's no way for us to click both. Should there be? Yes, I think so. So I may build that up to an issue in the future, or a feature request. I think I'll call it a feature request. I don't think I can call it an issue. An issue is usually when something's bad that shouldn't be the way it is, and I think they've done that for a reason. So. Okay, create a token or use an existing token. Use an existing token? No, let's create a token. Image of the token. The image is going to be the same. Symbol, an alphanumeric symbol. It's going to be CRDT. Also call it CRDT because it's CryptoSI DAO test. Long name for your CryptoSI DAO token test. CryptoSI DAO token test. Token supply, I want this to be 100 billion. So it's 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 100 billion. So 100 billion tokens will be minted. 10% will be sent to members according to the distribution below. 99% will go to the DAO's treasury, where they can be distributed later via governance proposals. Okay. All right. So I don't like this thing of members. I really don't like this thing of members. I don't want there to be any members. Members just sounds like the people that the Americans go to arrest when the DAO becomes strong. Who wants to be a member in a DAO? Okay, so we'll leave it as it is. Oh, here we go. So I could just do treasury percent 100%. I could just, that must be equal. But it currently so. It looks like I can't. It looks like I can't. Looks like I can't change this. Okay. Okay. So we also want to change that. I want there to be a way where the entire treasury goes. All of the tokens go to the treasury. I want that to be a thing. Core contributors. I don't want there to be. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. So you can tell this is the first time I'm looking at this, can't you? I like the way it flows. I like the way things are all explained. I like the way they've got these information signs next to all of the things, so you can pick it up pretty quickly. I'm going to leave it as core contributors, and I'm going to leave it as just me, because we can easily burn this after the fact. So we can easily start the DAO and then immediately just send these tokens to the treasury, or we can keep them. There's not going to be any more members. There's not going to be any more tiers because it's only me starting. Right. Okay. That's good. But that's good. So I guess you could have a tier for core contributors. You could have a tier for advisors. You can have a tier for early adopters. But the problem with that is that you won't be as easy for you to say that it's not a security if you've started with core contributors, because they are the identifiable people who are trying to build a profit for the other people who are involved in the DAO. So this core contributors, it's a target for people. So it definitely needs to be made optional. You need to be able to start this without there being any core contributors, because the Howey test says there are identifiable people. I'm not even based in America, but you know they've got guns that can shoot this far. All right, let's continue. Voting configuration. Unstaking period. In order to vote, members must stake their tokens with the DAO. Members who would like to leave the DAO or trade their governance tokens must first unstake them. This setting configures how long members have to wait after unstaking their tokens for those tokens to become available. The longer you set this duration, the more sure you can be that people who register their tokens are keen to participate in your DAO. Yes, true. Do you think 2 weeks is all right? 2 weeks is generally the standard across the Cosmos ecosystem. Generally, when people have their own staking or unstaking on their own chains, their own sovereign chains, they generally, the unstaking period is 2 weeks. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. My son's just come in the room. I'm going to. Whose fault is it then?
Daddy, yours, because you're the one who's repeating yourself.
You see the cheek I have to put up with. So I'm going to drop this down to 1 week, I think. Voting duration. The amount of time proposals are open for voting. A low proposal voting duration may increase the speed at which your DAO can pass proposals. I want the voting duration to be 4 weeks. I think 4 weeks. Proposal deposit. The number of tokens that must be deposited to create a proposal. Setting this may deter spam. Setting it to the high. Right. So I do want it set, definitely. I recently done a video on PancakeSwap. You may have seen on DAO Watch where they have no spam filter. If you have no spam filter, you will get people putting forward proposals that just flood the system saying, help me buy a Lambo. Things like that. It's all great fun, but it's not what the system is used for. So we're going to set our proposal. I want to use it. I want to put it in my own token. And to make a proposal, you have to put forward 1,000 of my own tokens. Once proposal completes, when should only if your proposal passes. Only if a proposal passes do you get a refund. Yeah. If your proposal doesn't pass, you don't get a refund. Perfect. Right, let's look at the advanced configuration. Here we go. Passing threshold. The proportion of those who voted on a single choice proposal who must vote yes for it to pass. Over 50%. Yep. Quorum, the minimum percentage of voting power. So this is how many people out of all of the tokens that are available need to vote. And I want this, excuse you, I want this to be quite low. So I think 10% is about right. I want this to be quite low. I might even put it to, let me put it to 7%. I want it to be quite low because what I really want is I want the spam filter to filter out the spam, and I want everybody to be on their toes. And we want to keep this quorum low to keep everybody honest. Multiple choice proposals. This allows proposals to contain multiple choices instead of just yes or no. Using more feature creators DAO because there are more things that can go wrong. You can always enable this later. I'm going to enable this now. Multiple choice is very important. It may allow you to select the top 2 candidates, for example, or the winning 2 designs, things like that. Or you can say which one of these 4 things should we do? Should we do A, or should we do B? Should we do C, or should we do D? Multiple choice proposals are very powerful, and not having them is extremely limiting. Allow revoting. This will allow members to change their vote on proposals before the vote duration deadline. As a result, proposals will not be able to finish early. Yes, people can change their mind, definitely. Proposal submission policy. Who is allowed to submit proposals to the DAO? Only members or anyone? Definitely anyone. Okay, so those advanced settings, I believe, should have probably been in this voting configuration part. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know.
No, you do know. You know
No,
everything. Right, so we can go forward and let's review what we've... Probably, that's right. Let's review what we've done. So 10% is going to me, 90% is going to the treasury. Unstaking period is 1 week. Passing threshold by the majority is 50%. Voting durations 4 weeks. Proposal deposits 1,000. Quorum is 7%.
Multiple choices enabled.
Multiple choices enabled. Revoting is enabled. Okay. Show instantiate message. Okay. We don't need to see that code. Right, and let's create the DAO.
Yep.
So now
that's the
the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
Right, so now it's going to cost around 0.13 test Juno. I've got about 10 test Juno, so that's not a problem at all.
Nope.
It's not expensive at all. Even if it came through that high on mainnet, that would be around 6 cents. Congratulations on your DAO. Easily share your link by copying it below. Okay, so we've created a DAO. Got a little ticker tape there.
Good shot.
There we go. Okay, so I guess that will conclude this part of how to create a DAO on DAO Testnet. First glances. I'm going to put together a proposal, and in our next video I'm going to see how easy it is to put forward a proposal. The proposal will be multiple choice, and obviously I'm the only one that can vote on it, but I'm going to vote a way to move some of the tokens out of the treasury and into another wallet, so that in another voting section I can have two different wallets voting. At the moment I can only have one because I've only got one wallet with any coins in it. Oh, I could move those coins, I guess. Okay, anyway, let's look at the treasury. The treasury shows that there are 90 billion CryptoSI DAO testnet tokens, and there's no Juno Testnet tokens. The DAO also holds no NFTs, and there are currently no sub-DAOs. I'll also do a video on creating a sub-DAO, actually. The members at the moment, there are none. Good. This means that the Americans have got nowhere to point their guns.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for watching, and we shall be back in the next episode showing how to stake the CRDT and how to set up a proposal. I'm just going to share this with these guys. I'll say
Are you still on camera?
this, yeah, is
Why is your finger space?
my new test DAO. Okay. Right, thanks for watching.
And by the way, I will become a YouTuber as well, playing games like Free for Fortnite and Destiny, and sometimes maybe Roblox or Minecraft. So I will be playing these 5 games.
Okay, and we need to watch for you playing those games, yeah?
Yeah.
What's your YouTube channel going to be called?
I don't know. Romanzinho.
Romanzinho. Okay, thank you.
Romanzinho's going gaming.
Okay, Romanzinho's going gaming. All right, thank you. Say bye
That's
now.
actually good. That's actually a good name, isn't it?
That is a good name. Okay, please like and subscribe.
And follow and share.